Good evening, and welcome to the University of Washington College of Education graduation ceremony. My name is Mia Tuan, and as Dean of the College, it is my honor to serve as your guide for our celebration tonight. Today, we gather to honor more than 800 new educators, researchers, policymakers, and leaders who have completed the requirements to earn their degrees, including almost 550 graduates who are present this evening with their families and friends. This year's graduating class includes 75 double dogs, students for whom this evening's festivities mark the second time that they will earn a degree from our college, and incredibly, 5 triple dogs who will receive their third degree from the University of Washington College of Education today. One of the college's most meaningful commencement traditions is the procession of our graduates into the space where family and friends wait to receive them. Please join me now in standing to welcome our graduates into the arena.
This is true.
That's fun. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Very sad.
You said it. Oh gosh. Family and friends, may I present to you the 144th graduating class of the University of Washington College of Education. Please be seated. It's my privilege now to introduce Leoma James, who will lead us in acknowledging the land on which we gather to celebrate our brilliant graduates today. Leoma is graduating with her Master's of Education in Education Policy and Organization. She is a 2022 Boren Fellowship recipient and recently completed her Swahili studies in Tanzania this past April. Leoma is a rising author and has plans to start a nonprofit organization supporting projects in Tanzania, Namibia, and Senegal. I'm delighted to share that she has accepted a position with King County as an occupational education and training coordinator for the GED completion program at Shoreline Community College. Please join me now in welcoming Leoma to the podium.
The University of Washington was built on the land that was previously occupied by the Coast Salish peoples. The waters surrounding this campus are the waters of the Tuelep, Muckleshoot, Suquamish, and Duwamish nations. We honor those tribes every day for allowing us to be here. Yes, this is native land. However, it was also the land subjected to racial covenants. The areas of Montlake and the University District once specified that no person or persons of Asiatic, African, or Negro blood lineage or extraction shall be permitted to occupy a portion of said property or any building thereon. Today, I feel honored to graduate on the same land in which my ancestors were not allowed to seek opportunity. Thank you. I also acknowledge that if it wasn't for the Brown v. Board ruling, which desegregated schools in 1962, then just over 10 years later, in 1973, my father, Charlie James, would not have been able to graduate from the same university as the 4th Black Student Union president. I further acknowledge how gentrification and redlining in Seattle has made me feel like a stranger in the city I was raised, how many of us struggle to live in the place we go to school at, and ponder how land that was stolen could be taxed and sold back to us at such high rates. However, today I want to acknowledge this land by acknowledging my great-grandmother, Lucinda Scruggs. She was a member of the Blackfoot Native American tribe. She had dark skin and long, thick, straight hair. I am proud to have a Native American great-grandmother. Except Ancestry DNA told me that I only have 1% Native American blood in me. I have now learned that right before the infamous 3/5 clause, Article 1, Section 2 of the Constitution stated that Indians not taxed would not be included in the census count. This clause was meant to specifically exclude Native Americans living in their own communities who refused to move to reservations allocated by the government. They refused to leave their ancestral land, so today we go uncounted. However, when I think about my great-grandmother and how she would acknowledge the land if she were alive today, I don't think that she would be upset about racism or about her tribe being uncounted, as she would be to learn that the animal populations experienced an average decline of almost 70% since 1970. She would be angry that the islands in Senegal are being overtaken by water and that the Amazon rainforest loses 50,000 species each year. She would be saddened to learn that from the open ocean to tropical rainforests, the abundance of birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles has declined more than 2/3 between 1970 and 2018, according to the World Wildlife Foundation. She would be outraged to learn that many scientists believe we are living through the 6th mass extinction, the largest loss of life on Earth since the time of dinosaurs, and that it's being driven by humans. Because my grandmother grew up in a time where she could wake up and hear birds at all hours of the day, a time where she could swim in the ocean and feel fishes swimming around her, a time when watermelons and grapes had seeds. She would be disappointed to know that last Thursday, a black bear was spotted in the streets of Issaquah, Washington, running on concrete streets because humans have cut down their home to build high-rises, and now bears are forced to live just a short distance from the city. I imagine that my great-grandmother would say that although she knows that my heart is in the right place and that my experience and anger is valid, being an advocate for racism and other social justice issues will not be the only thing that keeps us alive if we are later expended by the selfishness of human consumerism. It will not matter who is right or wrong if we don't even have a place to argue about it. It will not matter who wants to finish. It will not matter about who wants to finish first if Mother Nature finishes last. We must decide that we will give the same effort we do into preserving ourselves, our culture, and our identities, and to preserving this land and the animals that lived here before us. We cannot breathe without the trees. We cannot live without the water. We cannot dance without the birds. We cannot grow without the seeds. We cannot eat without the farms. And we cannot honor Native Americans without honoring their land first. One of the biggest mistakes we can make as humans is to pretend like we have time when we do not. We must do what we can with what we have together before we have no land left to acknowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, Leona. Graduates, this is a day I know you've been eagerly anticipating, a day to look forward to a bright future. But it's also a day to remember the people who helped you on your journey. Family, friends, mentors, peers, together they provided invaluable support, especially during the tough moments along the way. Many of them are here today to witness your personal milestone, beam with pride, and share in your joy. And so I invite you now to turn and find your support network in the stands and express your appreciation for them. So in a few moments, I will be introducing our keynote speaker, as well as 2 student speakers from the class of 2023. But first, I'd like to share more about the theme for this evening's remarks. Our speakers will focus on an urgent topic for our world, namely the mental and behavioral crisis facing young people today. Growing up has never been easy, but the ubiquity of social media and its impact on adolescent self-esteem and identity have made it even more challenging to foster a healthy sense of well-being. And then there was COVID-19. We know that young people were uniquely impacted by the pandemic, having experienced the crisis during important periods of physical, social, and emotional development, with some experiencing the loss of loved ones. Add to this the deep-seated inequities in health, education, housing, and other areas that affects the lives of millions of children and adolescents. In short, the challenges facing young people today are significant and of the highest stakes. As the U.S. Surgeon General recently declared, quote, "Kids' declining mental health is the crisis of our time." So what does this mean for those of us who work closely with young people? Whether you are a teacher or administrator, researcher or school psychologist, policymaker or youth service provider, your work has never been more vitally important. The message I want each of you to take away this evening isn't about doom and gloom, but hope and joy. You have not only agency, but a deep moral responsibility to make a positive difference in the lives of children and adolescents. And you're ready for this. You've received outstanding preparation from one of the top 5 public colleges of education in the nation. In short, the world needs you to move this work forward so that every young person knows that they are cared for and that their well-being matters. This evening, our speakers will share their reflections on how they are leveraging their education and training to support youth well-being. And on that note, I'm honored to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Kelly Aramaki. Kelly is the incoming superintendent of the Bellevue School District, where he began his career as a 4th and 5th grade teacher at Newport Heights Elementary. After earning his principal certification from our Danforth Educational Leadership Program, in 2003, Kelly served as principal of Maywood Hills Elementary in North Shore, and then John Stanford International School and Beacon Hill International School here in Seattle. He has been the recipient of the National Milken Educator Award and recognized as a Washington State Elementary Principal of the Year. In addition to completing our Danforth program, Kelly is an alumnus of our Leadership for Learning program, through which he earned his doctorate in Education Leadership and Policy Studies in 2018. Please help me welcome Kelly to the podium.
Thank you so much. As I'm walking up, I'm realizing I feel like I have a popcorn seed or something stuck in my tooth, so I'm gonna just make sure. Okay, I had to check, otherwise it would have bothered me the entire time. It is amazing to be here. Congratulations again to all of the graduates, and congratulations again to the family and friends and community who are here to support. It truly is a great accomplishment for the entire community. So let's just give each other another big round of applause. It is a complete joy and privilege for me to be here speaking with you tonight. I have to tell you, I have a little bit of personal pressure. I'm aiming for like Denzel Washington level inspiration. But if you just walk away remembering something, that also is going to be just fine with me. So it's going to be somewhere right in between there. But the truth is, there is a lot of pressure on me right now because I'm looking at the future of education right here. Sitting in these 500 plus seats in front of me is the future of education for our kids. And I have the opportunity in the next 5 to 10 minutes to speak some level of hope into you as you carry the future out. And so that to me is one of the most important things that I can do for you today. And so I'm going to do that first by grounding us in a little bit of history. And then I'm going to briefly talk a little bit about the present and where we are right now, which as a preview, it's not like amazing right now. And then I'm going to project what I feel is hope for the future of education. Each of us has a unique past, a unique history. For me, I'm half Japanese American, half Korean American, with my Japanese American side of my family having been in Bellevue for the past 5 generations, or 123 years. My great-grandfather, Hikotaro, he immigrated from Japan to Bellevue in 1900. And because of the exclusionary land laws, he wasn't allowed to own property. And so when my grandfather, Akira, was born, and he was somewhere around the age of 8, they purchased a farm close to downtown Bellevue under my grandfather's name. And so at age 8, he's a landowner, and he is probably farming, picking blueberries and strawberries, while I'm sitting there at age 8 playing on my Atari 2600. So there's a little bit of a difference between my grandfather and me, but after my grandfather was born and they bought the farm, he graduated from Bellevue High School in 1931. And then 10 years later, my family, my entire family, and all the other Japanese Americans from the Bellevue region, from Seattle, up and down the West Coast, were sent into incarceration or internment camps during World War II. My family was one of the lucky families, one of the very few Japanese Americans who were able to come back after the war and reclaim their farmland in Bellevue. And so when they got back, my father was born. Aubrey, he graduated from Sammamish High School in 1965. I graduated from Newport High School in 1993, and I have a daughter who is a freshman at Interlake High School. So that's 5 generations of Aramakis in Bellevue, 4 generations of Aramakis in the Bellevue School District. People ask me if it's weird knowing that I'm going to be the superintendent of the Bellevue School District, where in this community there's a history of anti-Japanese sentiment. And in some ways it is a little bit strange for me, but before every school board meeting in Bellevue, and just like we did tonight, which was so incredibly beautiful, we share our land acknowledgement. And so in Bellevue, we say, and I'm reading this to you because it puts everything into perspective for me, even my own family's history and story. We say, we acknowledge that we are on the indigenous land of the Coast Salish peoples who have reserved treaty rights to this land, specifically the Duwamish and the Snoqualmie Indian tribe. I thank these caretakers of this land who have lived and continue to live here since time immemorial. I reflect on the historic context that brings us, including my family, to reside here and accept responsibility to interrupt erasure. 123 years in Bellevue for the Aramaki family is a long time, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to since time immemorial. This is my past, this is my family's history, but we all, every single one of us, has our own stories, our own family histories, those of triumph and those of trauma. As educators, it is really important that we ground ourselves in our histories because we bring our whole selves, whether we're conscious of it or not, to the work that we do every day with our kids and with our communities. For me, the history of Japanese Americans in Bellevue is fraught with prejudice, but my selection as the superintendent of the Bellevue School District, 80 years after the internment, is progress. Knowing my history helps me as a leader to push for progress for all of our students and families. And acknowledging our collective history will help us all as educators work towards collective progress for our community. So approaching the present, We've just come out of one of the most significant events in our lifetime, the global pandemic, which did rock everybody's lives with a particular impact in the field of education. We're still trying to assess the total impact on kids, on families, and on our staff. Students of all backgrounds are recovering from issues of social isolation, trauma from the loss of loved ones, fear of getting sick, struggling to keep up with learning, all while managing the regular kid stuff like puberty, friendships, dating, identity development. On top of all of this, it was a great time of racial violence, which has significant impact on our whole society, particularly on our Black students and families who have bore the brunt of the trauma. But despite all of these problems and challenges, somehow tonight we are surrounded by hope. Hope exists in every single one of you. It has to, because you're sitting here ready to jump in and make a difference for kids and for the community. It's with the same hope that I'm stepping into my new role alongside all of you. As we come out of the pandemic, we can choose to do things different. We can choose to do things better. We don't have to repeat the things that we did in the past that didn't work for all of our kids. And there are three that I would love to see us do different and better as we lead for the future together. First, over the next decade in education, we and mental health. Students have been impacted by so many things, and we are facing in public education a mental health crisis. For little kids, this often shows up as behavior in the classroom, but for older kids, it often goes internal and manifests as things like depression, substance abuse, or suicide ideation. It can feel scary to talk about, but the good news is that behavioral therapy, counseling, the developing of coping skills, social and emotional learning, those things actually help. Schools, districts, community partners, legislators, families, let's all champion and prioritize resources to care for the behavioral, social, and mental health of our kids. As I've talked to kids across the Bellevue School District about what they want to see me prioritize as the superintendent, mental health is always at the top of their list. And they want us as adults to do better, to destigmatize and normalize mental health. The second thing, if there's anything that we learned from the pandemic, it's that community matters. So let's go out there and build a future that involves the building of community, and not just any kind of community, but the community that Dr. King envisioned when he talked about the beloved community. Dr. King describes the beloved community as a community where people care about each other and where there is no hunger, poverty, or hate. Imagine that. People care about each other and there's no hunger, poverty, or hate, no racism, no homelessness, no diminishing of student identities, no attack on our LGBTQ students. If each one of you goes out from here committed to Dr. King's beloved community, wherever you work, whatever position you take, we have a collective chance of making this dream a reality. And there is a connection between the beloved community and student well-being. For many students, particularly those who have been historically marginalized by the education system, being part of a beloved community is deeply connected to student well-being and to mental health. Finally, as we close out the chapter on the pandemic, I believe the next chapter in education can be one that is marked by joy. Work is hard, teaching is hard. I almost quit 3 times my first year teaching, so when you go out there, for those of you who are about to start teaching, if you feel like quitting, if you open that Starbucks application, that is normal. I'm just gonna say, it happened to me 3 times. But what if we wake up every day and we choose joy? Prioritize joy. Cultivate joy. Joy is different than happiness. It's not dependent on circumstance, but it's something that we can cultivate no matter what we're going through. For some people, like me, joy is simple. It's showing up to a meeting and seeing coffee, maple bars. That's joy for me. But for other people, joy is working alongside amazing colleagues, laughing together, crying together, solving problems together. For others, joy is staying connected to your mission and purpose, like building the beloved community or fighting for racial equity. And for our kids, they want joy too. I had a conversation with a high schooler from Bellevue High School recently, and she said, "We just want to have fun in school again. We want to get back what we missed as kids." I talked to another student who, I said, "What's your favorite thing?" He's graduating this year. "What's your favorite thing from kindergarten through 12th grade?" And he said, "It was the walkathon in 5th grade." I'm like, "The walkathon was your favorite thing?" But the kids want joy. And in a world where it can be hard at times to find joy, there shouldn't be any more place more joyful than in a classroom or in a school with kids. The source of joy might be different for each student or for each adult, but we can prioritize joy, we can find out what it means to each other, and we can work together to cultivate it. On my computer screen, I have a picture of my daughter, Hannah. It was her first day of kindergarten. I got home early so that I could be there when she got home. I happened to take this perfect picture of her jumping off of the bus with this huge backpack, about the same size as she was, and a huge smile on her face. When she leaped into my arms, she said, "Dad, I had so much fun at school today." That expression on her face, those words, it was a picture of pure joy. She's 15 years old now, a freshman in high school. She doesn't really jump into my arms anymore. I don't often hear her say, "I had so much fun at school today, Dad," or anything else for that matter. But my heart melts as a dad, not as a superintendent, but as a dad, when I hear her say, "I had such a great day at school today." Don't we all want that for our kids? Don't we want that for ourselves? We can achieve that if we are intentional about prioritizing our kids' well-being. We can achieve that if we work together to build the beloved community. And we can achieve that if we work together and cultivate joy. So let's go out there and get this done for our kids, our community, and for ourselves.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our graduate student speaker, Jordan Sherry Wagner. Today, Jordan achieves triple dog status as he graduates from the College of Education with his doctorate in Learning Sciences and Human Development, after previously earning a master's degree, also in Learning Sciences and Human Development, and a bachelor's degree in Early Childhood and Family Studies. During his time at the UW, Jordan served as a founding member and co-director of Little Heroes, a mixed-age early learning center, co-chair of the Associated Students of the College of Education, and frequent collaborator with the Center for Philosophy for Children. Through his research, he applied his deep knowledge of culture, learning, and identity to elevate the role of noticing, wondering, and ethical deliberation in field-based science and civics education through the Learning in Places project. Please join me now in welcoming Jordan to the podium.
Ooh, a little surreal to be up here in front of you all, actually. Greetings, loved ones, and congratulations to my fellow 2023 College of Education graduates. We're here, we did it! It is an absolute honor to stand before you today as your colleague and your comrade on this day of our commencement. This day marks a transition. This ceremony, a moment in time where we step back and reflect upon where we've been and prepare for what awaits us. Graduates of the College of Education will enter the world as teachers, researchers, professors, principals, policymakers, administrators, curriculum developers, historians of education. From early childhood ed to higher education leadership, today we take the next steps into the good work as educators and deepen our participation in a field that has the capacity to transform unjust systems, and create more healthful conditions for life and learning in times of great social and ecological challenge. For as we know, education is no neutral endeavor, but an active intervention into the health and well-being of society as it is passed from one generation to the next. Also really hot in this, I'm trying to realize. In orienting to this work, I often reflect on the words written in Miller Hall that some here may have noticed, but few are likely to recall offhand. The insight of progressive educator and philosopher John Dewey, who stated that education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. For contained in this insight are competing visions of education and the role of the educator, which are still at odds today. Education as preparation for life reflects what Brazilian educator and philosopher Paulo Freire called banking models of education. Approaches that conceive of the educator as the sage on the stage, the arbiter and distributor of valued knowledge, one whose role is to deposit information and skills into the empty and waiting minds of learners. And while I expect all the graduates here could offer a meaningful rebuttal to the harmful limitations of this vision, the reality of day-to-day education remains replete with structures that resist change despite advancements in our understanding of learning, culture, and identity. The persistence of these practices presents deep and intractable challenges. For as we know, content knowledge alone is woefully insufficient for supporting the health and well-being of learners. About how increased knowledge alone, devoid of effective, emotional, and embodied connection, is actually increasing experiences of despair, disengagement, and distress from pressing social and ecological issues. And that is why, as educators, we need to be up to teaching whole people, to making space for the effective and embodied dimensions of human life that are so vital to learning, to modeling authentic forms of inquiry that nurture experiences of awe and wonder, that engages learners in possibility thinking and social dreaming about our collective futures as central to sustaining health and well-being. In this spirit, I'd like to leave you today with two insights from my time in the College of Education, insights that I hope you hold close and reflect upon often as you continue your work in the world. The first principle I offer up is that we all be committed to designing for teaching and learning that transforms systems, practices, and dynamics of power that perpetuate the supremacy of some over others, be they racial or economic, based on language, gender, orientation, age, mobility, or even species. Our work as critically engaged educators demands that we disrupt historically accumulating injustice wherever we find ourselves in the work. To be explicit, you are changing your social status here by attaining a degree. Wherever we find ourselves in the good work of education beyond our training here together, it is up to us to decide how to wield the power of degreed expertise to work towards more equitable and healthful systems of education. Now, nobody can do all the work, but none of us are excused from the responsibilities that come with the degrees we are receiving today. For this generation of educators is tasked with imagining and enacting new forms of activity in times of social and ecological precarity, approaches to education that position youth, families, communities, and the rest of the natural world as authentic and dignified partners in life and learning through meeting them on their own terms. As we move into whatever awaits us, let us use this day to recommit ourselves to disrupting models of assimilation and supremacy and reaching towards forms of teaching and learning that recognize and sustain the vibrant diversity of life itself, because the well-being of youth and communities depends on it. The second principle I offer to you is that we all be concerned with designing for expansive, effective landscapes in learning, to using our everyday interactions with youth, families, and communities to elevate and make space for the many facets of human experience, the emotional, the embodied, ethical, existential elements that constitute the richness of life itself. For youth do not only learn from what we do as educators, but also from how we do it. They learn from how we carry ourselves, how we frame learning activities, how we relate to their sense-making, and how we navigate the myriad of small, everyday challenges and opportunities that present themselves within small and unplanned, spontaneous moments. For contained in our day-to-day interactions are models for what it can mean to be an educator who is also a lifelong learner. for what it can mean to be a human being who centers joy, compassion, care, and humility in how we move through the world. So be an educator whose passion for learning is infectious, an educator who is genuine, excited, understanding, and kind. Be an educator who is also a learner, who says often, "I don't know, let's find out together," and "I'm not quite sure what you mean, can you tell me more?" In a time when cynicism and apathy are rampant, let us be educators who make it our mission to nurture forms of wondering and hope about the possibilities of all our social and ecological futures, who recognize how engaging the full breadth of human experience is so vital to the health and well-being of learners, families, communities, and our world at large. We're going to try standing up. In closing, I elevate again how we are all graduating within the field of education at an important time, a moment characterized by wicked challenges and profound opportunities. And I invite us all to reflect on the core responsibility of our work and to understand that education is not a neutral endeavor, but an intervention into the health and well-being of society as it is passed from generation to generation. Our work as educators calls on us to go beyond just preparing youth with knowledge about disciplinary content, but to reach towards questions of how we can live well with one another, towards holistic forms of sense-making and effective care essential to well-being within the human experience. This work asks what will some days feel like an unimaginably hard task: to stay conscious and self-reflective in the day-in and day-out work of education. This is our work as educators in a changing world, and it is the work of a lifetime. For as we know, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. And the next chapter of that life, of our lives, commences today. I wish us so much more than luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. All right, it's time to honor today's graduating doctoral, master's, and specialist students. As we move into recognizing our graduates, please remember that only graduates and event staff are allowed on the arena floor. As you will see, we have professional photographers taking photos of each graduate, and these photos will be available to you following today's ceremony. Finally, we have a large number of students that we're honoring this evening, and I ask for your patience during our ceremony. It's my pleasure now to invite Dr. Janine Jones, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, to introduce our students earning doctoral, specialist, and master's degrees.
Thank you, Dean Tuan, and welcome. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate our doctoral graduates. This group of graduates has committed themselves to many years of concentrated study, typically from 3 to 6 years of training in their doctoral programs. Many did so while working full-time and raising families. Academically, they asked important research questions and answered them through a host of methodologies, such as oral interviews, design-based research, statistical modeling, and single-case designs. As future researchers, teachers, policymakers, psychologists, they will make a difference locally, nationally, and globally. As we read the names and our faculty bestow these graduates with their doctoral hoods, we encourage you to congratulate them on social media with the hashtags HuskyEducators and hashtag UWGrad23. Let us all celebrate their achievements.
Adriana Luna. Just the
Lizanne Nago.
Caitlin Hobson.
Ni Bay.
Narinder Kaur Dhaliwal. Nathaniel Hostin.
Young Won Kim.
Aaron Sage Riesland.
Katie Cool.
Maria Hayes.
Emily Donaldson Walsh.
Caitlin Corshon.
Dawn Williams.
Morgan Anderson.
Adam Maurice Lara.
Emily Bond.
Katya Kohnlein.
Amy Lee.
Chisu Huan.
Andrew Amabile.
Ziad Zaino.
Peijun Lau.
Gona Choi.
Sana Hussein.
Corey Campbell.
Kelsey Fowler.
Kayla Mendoza Chu.
Caroline Hadley Long.
Jasmine Nicole Duncan Moore.
Patricia Mabel Ferrara.
Caleb Germanero.
Jordan Sherry Wagner.
Jeff Stone.
Let's celebrate our doctoral graduates.
Okay. He's been holding them because he wants them in a specific order. Do you want to be here for more support?
Now it is time to recognize our educational specialists, Masters of Education, and Masters in Teaching graduates. This group of graduates have all committed to serving the academic, social, and emotional needs of our youth. Our educational specialist degree graduates will become nationally certified school psychologists who will provide psychoeducational assessment, consultation, and counseling services in schools. Our Master of Education degree graduates will become educational administrators, policymakers, teachers, curriculum specialists, community activists, or leaders in nonprofit organizations. Among our Masters in Teaching degree graduates, we have the educators of the future. They will bring to their classrooms deep content knowledge, research-informed teaching practices, and a commitment to improving the lives and outcomes of all students. As we read the names of these graduates, again, we encourage you to congratulate this outstanding group on social media with the hashtags HuskyEducators and hashtag UWGrad23.
Rachel Monasterio.
Joy Dudek.
Lauren Perlmutter.
Crystal Duenas Sanchez.
Katrina Kerrigan.
Camille Stovall Seha.
Emelise Mitchell.
Eliana Posner.
Chelsea H. Lau.
Jiang Ming.
Jason Schwartz.
August Wong.
Veronica Bendine Dutton.
Christina L. Hay.
Kaylin Ben Neville.
Megan Studer.
Emily Escobar.
Isaiah Swanson.
Aaron Dragovich.
Anna Marie Gallion. Ava Marie, sorry.
Katharina Edgerton.
Ian Joseph Gallopi.
Sierra Aoi Burnham.
Elizabeth Abraham.
Tiffany Allison.
Megan Benzing.
Bailey Elizabeth Maynard.
Mac Ikiru.
Jennifer Reinbold.
Salmeg Erdenabayer.
Sarah Bryant.
Gabriella Dark.
Seth Esmeyer.
Maria Tsan Lee.
Ashley Wong.
Juliana Ayala Flores.
Bertha Cho.
Angie Porras Gonzalez.
Catherine Call.
Karam Nam.
Hannah Hu Win Lau.
Yumen Chen.
Nicole Fighton.
Jia Ing Wang.
Thea Clarkson.
Catherine Zhao.
Eva Wharton.
Miao Zhi.
Caitlin Jackson Barrios.
Rui Ting Liu.
Anna Ruiz Gomez.
Yi Hui He.
Christina Sophia Barriott.
Margine Tomer.
Nisreen El Isa.
Catherine Gunella Manley.
Melissa Morales.
Claire McMorris.
Fariha Khalil.
Melissa Diamond.
Uriah Thomas.
Miley Rose Mann.
Robert Alamillo.
Kellen Smith.
Aaron Chiima Nishijima.
Sarah Meyer.
Mara
Aaron Kohler.
Rebecca Ann Lund.
Sarah Shen Williams.
Zachary Long.
Theo Baumberger.
Grace Deary Schmidt.
Leoma James.
William English.
Niet Walton.
John Michael Wheatley.
Julia Bella.
Julia Francis.
Leslie Goebel.
Yusra Kairi Obaid.
Marina Heidman.
Rebecca Lowen.
Sarah Miller.
Liza LaValle.
Grace Sunich.
Madeline Hunley.
Carolyn Dempsey.
Ariana Burton Rodriguez.
Keaton Aldrich.
Emily Taketa.
Andrew Minjay Garcia.
Haley Caps.
Erin Christiansen.
Bea Kalma.
Madeline Savage.
Natalie Maria Popowicz.
Chloe May.
Josh Valdez.
Milbree Andrews.
Robert Hong.
Shannon Barger.
Yuhan G.
Lily Anderson.
Pei Yao Yu.
Emma McDonald Scott.
Siyu Hua.
Clark Watkins.
Jun Ho Am.
Priyanka Jayanthi.
Jessica Hirschberger.
Monisha Kaur.
Virginie Mendoza.
Mia Gabriel Munoz.
Ashley Christina Wynn.
Tracy Jeanette Gasca.
Ashley Norris.
Grace K. Kim.
Cassie Arnault.
Yul Gamboa.
Emily Olson.
Jiun Yui Shen.
Arissa Lachey Phelps.
Chin Chuan Lu.
Cindy Zhang.
Andrew Dennis Marzano.
Elizabeth Evans.
Lara Rich.
Shelby Hope Wick.
Sierra Stoughton.
Tiana Catherine St. John.
Sage O'Neill.
Brian Steiner DeHart.
Lindsay Elizabeth Dornbush.
Patty Miranda Loyola.
Jasmine Gonzalez.
Minji Kim.
Taylor Hollingsworth.
Megan Marissa Loudermilk.
Tess Mack.
Olga Mashnitskaya.
Kelsey Worcesterbarth.
Darby Millard.
Joshua Hawkins.
Enrico Rene Abadesco.
Kat Thorne.
Daisy Lemus.
Ray Cassio.
Alexander Meyer.
Macy Mendez.
Daeyoung Lee.
Rebecca O'Donnell.
Sintim Mock.
Kathy Tran.
Lucy Chang.
Tatiana Jasmine Martz.
Nadine Ayudiani.
Kayla Eason.
Jamie Rinaldi.
Katie Bartlett.
Eileen Morales.
Haley Jensen.
Tracy Chang.
Marissa Hargrove.
Yasmin Damien.
Donald Aaron Conacher.
Tiffany Gray.
Nadine Paltep.
Pammy Sapasa.
Martin Lindenmeyer.
Mariah Jordan Fisk.
Alma Topete Salmoran.
Nandini Sandarasan.
Grace Teeple.
Emily Vos.
Jennifer Minier.
Megan Peck.
Maui Malin Agwon. Oh,
Tina Trin.
Hannah Lee Nystrom.
Alexandria Herman.
Rachel Rosenblum.
Tate Braden.
Ivan Chi.
Casey Stenman.
Amberly T.
Maxwell Elliott.
Caroline Bellin.
Han Do.
Megan Darby.
Teresa Moore.
Richard Moore.
Shanti Borling.
Emma Gisaki.
Gabrielle Simmons.
Noah Metcalf.
Allison Weller.
Jacob Dale Roller.
Emmeline Cocolet Menniken.
Peyton Neal.
Claire Christine Webeking.
McKenna Zale Gadiant.
Nigel Anders.
Lice Seuss.
Joshua D.
Kiara Zanaid Naaman.
Savannah Lee James.
Trevino.
Mary Butowitz.
Nadia Kaiser.
Gabrielle Klein.
Sarah Portwood.
Jonathan Chewy Martin.
Shing Pansanam.
Olivia Ray Petrie Kapla Monroe.
Selena Torres.
Kat Homan.
Sang Suri Taiso V Sing Song.
Jun Chung.
Zane, okay. Zane Norris.
Jenny John.
Anne Trang.
Adil Lofkin.
Bao Ning Wen.
Robert Lanoy Seeger.
Fernanda Oropesa Ramirez.
Renee Torrey.
Judy Tran.
Christopher Malloy.
Mariah Rubia Joy Roan.
Neva LaPointe Hall.
Katie Lakeo Hendricks.
Justine Iglesias.
Jenna Ponce Orellana.
Gabriela Dobies.
Christina Wynn.
Rosie Noelani McGoldrick.
Leaf Larson.
Nabiha Sower Wardi.
Kayade Jody James.
Jamie Becerra.
Mickey Deng.
Althea Iris Haug.
Daniel Humke.
Lauren Naruzzo.
Sebastián Telles.
Sumaya Faki.
Ruth Martin Lozada.
Quinn Cook.
Areli Isabel Martínez Solís.
Amanda McFadden.
Omar Kaufman.
Andrew Patrick Whedon.
Shalina Morogan.
John Huck.
Lindsay Ulbrickson.
Sheila Marie Garleon Tanchoco.
Megan Buck.
Jay Chen.
Megan Boltman.
Suma Pujitha Mandali.
Julie Ann Hayes.
Eliza Whitman.
Duty Dida'a.
Che Wan Park.
Maria Cristela Rian Gloria.
Nina Sa-young Kim.
Princess Angeline Bosco Totan.
Anya Alexandra Grijoshko. Edith sorry.
Eder Yael González Ceballos.
Edith Ivan Morales.
Trent Robert Hacker.
Zifeng Lei. Victoria Jackson. Vivian Law. Eva Brazil. Elle Flosser. Ethan Schiller. Brianna Myers. Zachary Silva. Carly Elizabeth Williamson. Nora Joseph. Carla Caballo Valencia. Alyssa Norman. Aaron Trierweiler. Sal Martin. Julie Marie Stratton. Christy T. Nguyen. Leslie Mesa. Michelle Vargas Vargas. Diana Karen Garcia Medrano. Chantal Gutierrez. Isabella Oberg. Lindsay Denny. Regina Pay. Abigail Strand. Andrew Zotov. Andre. Elizabeth Bond.
Congratulations to our new doctoral, specialist, and master's graduates.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our undergraduate student speaker, Yuanzhen Judy Wu. Today, Yuanzhen is graduating with her Bachelor of Arts degree in Early Childhood and Family Studies. During her time at the UW, Yuanzhen gained valuable field experience working in child care centers and serving as a research assistant, and also strengthened her leadership by serving as co-president of the Han Chinese Cultural Association. I'm proud to share that she will continue her studies as a master's student in special education at the University of Minnesota in the fall. Please help me welcome Yuanzhen to the podium.
So good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all of the graduates. You have worked hard and overcome challenges to reach this momentous milestone. Today, we gather to celebrate your academic achievements and commitment to shaping the future as educators. First, I want to express my gratitude to the important people in my life. Studying abroad can be a bittersweet experience for international students like me. And I imagine that many of us navigated complex emotions while living and studying far from home during COVID-19. As I say a tearful goodbye to the University of Washington, I'm looking forward to finally having the chance to spend a summer with my family back in China. This will be my first time going home in 4 years. Many of you may have similar experiences. As we gradually return to normal life, we all deserve a round of applause for overcoming all of the hardships of the past 4 years. There were countless moments when I felt anxious and homesick. I want to say thank you to my boyfriend and best friends for always supporting me and buying me boba to cheer me up. I also want to thank my amazing teacher and learning cohort and faculty for creating a cohesive, inclusive, and supportive environment to allow me to grow and be vulnerable. I want to say I love you to my mom and grandparents, since I do not usually say it. Thank you for always being there for me, whether I succeed or not. As we embark on our journey to inspire and guide young minds, I want to take a moment to address the importance of youth behavioral health. In the field of education, we know that learning extends beyond textbooks and classrooms and includes the holistic development of our students, including their mental and emotional well-being. However, too many people underestimate the importance of behavioral health, and access to resources can be limited. Here, I'd like to share a little more about my story as an international student, which began when I lived with a host family while attending high school. My mental health deteriorated during my last 2 years as I navigated the pressures of academic performance and homesickness. In those days, my appetite was so bad, and I couldn't sleep. It was brutal. Fortunately, my caring host parents, Rose and Juan, noticed and knew that they needed to help me. At dinner time, Juan would knock at my door and pass me a plate of food. Although he did not say much other than, "Judy, have some food," I could feel that he cared about me. When Rose picked me up from school, she asked about my day, and she always listened to my stories, which made me feel that talking to someone about my situation was not a bad idea. I did not like sharing negative thoughts or bad things that happened in my life with my friends and family because I thought I would worry them and I did not want to burden them. However, Rose and Juan taught me that sharing my feelings with friends and family and seeking help is okay. Like me, I imagine that many of you have had to unlearn certain narratives around mental health and well-being. As future educators and leaders, we must attend to our own well-being so we can be there for our students. Working in education is incredibly meaningful and challenging, and we will experience moments of stress or burnout. Practicing self-care and seeking appropriate support will help us to become resilient educators and leaders who can be fully present with our students and able to support them through their own tough moments. Self-care does not need to be something big. There are many ways that we can practice mindfulness. Taking a walk, grabbing a boba, talking to friends, or just taking a few deep breaths. I personally benefit from mindfulness practice. To keep myself in a good state of mind, I always reflect on 3 positive things that happened during the day or 3 things that I feel grateful for. Balancing work and life is always hard, but remember to save some time for yourself to do some things you like. Remember, we have a unique opportunity to positively impact the lives of young people, not only academically, but also in terms of their well-being. It is crucial for us as educators and leaders to create a nurturing and non-judgmental environment that promotes the well-being of our students and ourselves. In closing, I offer my congratulations to all of the graduates. May your future be filled with inspiration, positive changes, and compassion for others and for yourself. Together, let us promote empathy and kindness to create a bright future that recognizes and values well-being as a core value and practice. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Yuanjin. And now Dr. Lynn Dietrich, Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Programs, will introduce our students earning bachelor's degrees.
Thank you, Dean Juan, and welcome to all of you who are here to celebrate our Bachelor of Arts graduates in the College of Education. As we continue to transition out of a global pandemic and in another year of violence and suffering, our students have persisted, successfully completing degrees in early childhood and family studies, early care and education communities and organizations, or a minor in education, learning, and society. Our students have studied the broad spectrum of teaching and learning in a cultural context through the lifespan and across settings, and have examined the intersectionality between their own identities and those with whom they live and work. Through community-based learning, they have engaged with and learned from a wide variety of community partners. They leave us prepared to work as change agents committed to educational justice. We will now read the names of our students receiving Bachelor of Arts degrees.
Maria Ferrarakis Barajas.
Caitlin Johnson.
Jacqueline Duran Pena.
Aaliyah Marie Lacrosse.
Sophia Vasquez.
Nia Parker.
Abigail Katie Louie.
Melanie Barrera Lopez.
Ken Curry.
Camille Grace Ramirez.
Jordan Bryant.
Yvonne Wang Chung.
Michaela Joyce.
Juan So.
Mackenzie Adams.
Molly Scout Smith.
Marissa Pipkin.
Christina Morris.
Amber Jordan Moulton. You're doing your dance.
Ava Maria Butler.
Jemina Marie Marasigan.
Lisa Nognem.
Jennifer Ellen Engstrom Davis.
Sana Mahmood.
Sarah Anna Cooper.
Hannah Ruth Sternberg.
Becca Tansey.
Abby Johnson.
Maria Notario.
Yuanzhen Wu.
Peyton Sullivan.
Annabelle Pleskoff.
Raina Lewis.
Kathleen Gillis.
Haley Enoch.
Taylor King.
Layla Souza.
Nikki Skorupa.
Dena Melaninia.
Anna Mendoza Feliciano.
Tayshel Lott.
Grace Soo Hoon Lim.
Dasha Zotov.
Asia Brewer.
Katie Gorak. I'll try.
Olivia Butera.
Rolando Gonzalez Guerrero.
Amanda Duncan.
Mary Cesente Bonilla.
Tiffany Lee Malico.
Katami Chow.
Kimberly Klein.
Diana Lynette Leguan.
Yuki Tang.
Randall Baboy Saya.
Gloria Maris Santos.
Alexa Elaine Demir.
Jessica Lee Malfitana Pon.
Paywan Vivian Yu.
Deborah Kaufman.
Shaylee Chen.
Kennedy Davis.
Thomas Daniel Bartlett.
Darcy Reese.
Natalia Zulaga Gomez.
Hannah Safely.
Marcella Conrad.
Lena Wiley.
Cecilia Segura.
Helen Ho.
Carolina Giselle Valdez.
Abigail Phillips.
Miranda Wright.
Regin Sue.
Bianca Phillipson.
Sierra Muehlbalger.
Amber Kelly.
Kalia Levy.
Darek Kabani.
Taylor Bickle.
Stephen Snell.
Jana Hong.
Juan Vera Alvarez.
Eden Pio Casares.
Benoni Barrett.
Kelsey Osorio Ojeda.
Tanya Delgado.
Cordelia Jung.
Faith Jacob.
Xingyue Cui.
Katerina Marie Rudd.
Zefen Li.
Lara Yusem.
Jules Lejantel.
Kayla Guzman.
Sila Jean Hawker.
Elsa Chen.
Noah Gao.
Jesse Tsai.
Olivia Kaylee Mickelson.
Danica Bito.
Megan Neely.
Dylan Miller.
Cassidy Schilling.
Michelle Rojas Lopez.
Avienda Rose Anderson.
Mina Che.
Catherine Fong.
Monica Roman Ruiz.
Naima Faisal.
Abdul Ghani Muhammad.
Charlize May Limhoko Ragasa.
Sophia Pellegrini.
Daeyeon Jong.
Emma Enstrom.
Lucy Lee.
Catherine Manley.
James Dewan.
Inher Esther Sook.
Johnny Tran. Trisha Nguyen.
Yoonji Kang.
Ghislaine Ung.
Angel Kang.
Emily Quinn.
Daniela Hernandez Coliaso.
Jian Stacy Chu.
Lynn Lee.
Xinyu Wu.
Tu An Nguyen.
Ji In Yi Chi.
Diana Jessica Quintero Perez.
Annika Reynolds. Nicole T. Nguyen.
Christopher Walker.
Chloe K. Franco.
Kaylee Peterson.
Cameron Everett.
Ewan Chung.
George Perry Robertson V.
Ariana Yasmin Osorio.
Kaylee Tomplay.
Shuhan Lee.
Gurpinder Kaur.
Vanessa Pei.
Tong Kara Wu.
Muyao Jen.
Pei Hua Yong.
I'm going to go. Cassandra Hawes.
Yi Jen Ren.
Sara Khan.
Shring Mu.
Yushi Song.
Xing Cheng Shou.
Zhao Chang Lo.
Linda Barragan.
Eunice Masiala.
Annie Burt.
Congratulations. Caitlin Powell.
Megan Kelly.
Janaya Unique Donaldson.
James Bellotti.
Judy Wu.
Kelly Chen.
Zaying Jun.
Juahan Sun.
Lu Yao Wong.
Shini Chen.
Ella Simmons.
Chao Yu Chong.
Phoebe Lawson.
Austin Zhang.
Cameron Austin. Danielle Hemmingson. Isabel Boniface. Gabriel Nagoy. Madison Saxon. Emma Young. Lanching Ren. Hongyu Pan. Isabella Alice Ryan. Jocelyn Marin Badillo. Wendy Zhang. Valeria Mora. Isis Beauregard Coaxum. Xiaoyu Li. Christine Celine Cook. Seling Yu. Jenny Yang. All right, now I'm going to read a list of names of the ECE online graduates who are watching over live stream. Kim Greer, Karen Hewlett, Brenna Longren, Annie Look, Vera Madivia, Taya Mayfield, Catherine Mahone, Ava Moss, Carla Olson, Taylor Pease, Danielle Siach, Sarah Speidel, Alex Stone Souza, Christine Tahane, CJ Tamison, Yuki Ann Tang, Hong Tran, Kimberly Van Sickle, Melanie West, Gaida Abakwasim, Maria Bonnell, Lily Derone, Dejani Coates,
Congratulations to our Bachelor of Arts graduates, and thank you to everyone who has supported them on their journeys at the UW.
right, we're almost at the end. In a moment, we will conclude with the ritual turning of the tassel to symbolize the transition from candidate to graduate. Once we conclude our program, we hope that everyone will linger and celebrate with us. Graduates, please don't be shy. Be sure to introduce your family and friends to our faculty and staff and take some photos to remember the day. And finally, a special thank you to the architects of today's event, Assistant Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, Marty Howell, and the team of volunteers who dedicated many, many hours to make this a special day for our graduates. At this time, students, please rise. You may now move your tassels from right to left to signify the completion of your degree. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty, and staff of the University of Washington College of Education, we wish you the very best as you enter the next phase in your lives. The work of creating a more equitable world through education is the highest calling of our time, and each of you will play an important role in our progress towards creating a just, sustainable, and culturally thriving democracy. You are ready for this task, and I can't wait to see how each of you will shift the field of education for the better. You inspire me, and know that the University of Washington College of Education will always be your community. Thank you, congratulations, and go Huskies.